What's up, YouTube? You're watching Steel City MotoVlogs. I'm Derek T, your host. It is Friday, May 5th. Out here, and I am coming to you from State Route 28. Today's mission is taking us up north of the city to a little town called Herman, PA. Now, there is absolutely nothing in Herman, PA that would have me hanging out in Herman, which is in Butler County. So this is a work mission. I'm going to see a client. They don't ask how you got there, they ask if you got there. And then when I leave Herman, PA, I'm headed from Herman to Uniontown. So this is going to be roughly about a 250-mile round trip before I get home and call it a day. So it's a good day to be out riding. It's about 45 degrees right now in the Steel City. This is one of the coldest starts to the month of May. On record. It's been in the 40s for the last 4 days, which happen to be the first 4 days of the month of May. But the high is supposed to be going up at around 65 or 66 degrees today. So it's going to be a good day. It's just a little chilly right now. I am rocking the hot wired heated liner, but it's not on right now. But in case it gets chilly later when I'm on my way home, because it'll be closer towards the evening, it might be a different story. This is my first time kind of getting a video out in a little while now. I've been working on some audio issues and seeing what's going to work for me, what's not going to work for me, and everything else. I've been getting a lot of static, a lot of popping. I finally made a move and took both of the wired lavalier mics out of my helmet and discarded them, and I replaced them with a DJI wireless mic system. So if you notice on the side of my GoPro Media Mod here is actually the wireless transmitter. The microphone itself is actually inside of my helmet right now, very creatively, I should add. And I guess if you're watching this video, then I was pleased with the final outcome, and I'll show you where I mounted my microphone. The microphone itself is a really cool device because it actually records a backup track to the one that's going into the GoPro recording. So right now, the receiver on the Media Mod is connected with a 3x5 TRS jack. But then also on the microphone itself, it's recording a backup track that is, I believe, 6 decibels lower than the current one. So just in case I have a really bad audio track on the camera recording, I actually have a backup track that should theoretically sound better. And I shouldn't be working with ruined audio, which has been the reason why I haven't really been putting out a lot of videos, because I've really been wanting to get the audio right. At one point I thought I did, but I found out the hard way that I didn't. So I invested in the DJI mic system. There's actually 2 different packages. There's one that comes with 1 microphone and one that comes with 2. I don't need 2 microphones, and so I just bought the 1. And yeah, we'll see how all of this recording plays out. I was supposed to be out here at 10 o'clock, and I actually did leave my house with enough time to make it out there by 10, but then I got caught in construction traffic, and that really set me back. like really set me back. So it's going to be past 10 o'clock. But here's the thing that I've kind of learned, though, is that when I'm running late for something, I'm not really going to put my life on the line trying to make up for lost time. You know, I could be going 90 miles an hour right now, you know, trying to get there and, you know, turn what's essentially going to be about a 35-minute ride from right here into a 20-minute ride, you know, but it's just not worth it. To me, it's not worth the risk. Road rage will do that to you as well. That's one of the things that that I've really learned being out here, is that when you're impatient and you let that road rage take over, especially when you're on a motorcycle, it can really have you making bad decisions and really have you in a position that you just didn't want to be in. So while I was stuck in traffic, I did have a little bit of road rage going on. I'm not going to lie about that. And I'm still kind of getting my emotions back in check because being on a motorcycle, you kind of do have to have your emotions in check while you're riding, because if you don't, I've seen people have accidents because they were in their emotions. So just kind of gonna slow it down, take it easy, ride my ride, and I'll get to the appointment when I get to the appointment. You know, life as I know it will go on after this. It's really not as big a problem as I need to make it. But this is one of those rides where, you know, you got to go a little ways up the highway, but then after that, you get off the highway and you still got about 10 or 15 miles to get where you're going. So, yeah, we'll get a chance. You'll see some endless cornfields in a little while. Like I said, this area that I'm going to is not a place that I would go to hang out. But let me tell you, we've earned a day like today up here in Pittsburgh. Anybody will tell you, anybody who lives here or was visiting here in the last few days, we've had nothing but rain and cold temperatures for about a week now. And so now we've got a blue sky. The sun is out, and the temperatures are going nowhere but up. So I'm going to get a chance to do a lot of riding this weekend. I have a great one planned for tomorrow. A friend of mine is coming in from the Harrisburg, York area. It's about 3 hours from here, but is going to be passing through Pittsburgh and reached out to me. And so I'm going to get a chance to do a meet and greet with a subscriber tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to that, because it's always humbling when your subscribers reach out to you and make contact with you and, you know, want to meet up with you and spend time with you. That's humbling to me. So yeah, I can't wait. The last time, well, that was more of a motovlogger meetup, but last time I really got a chance to meet and greet with somebody in person was Rich and Cake, Boots and Jeans riders, when they were passing through Pittsburgh last summer. Okay, so I'm looking at this situation. All right, there it is. There was no need for me to speed past this truck and get caught behind that one up there. Now that he cleared the lane, feel a little bit better about coming on through here. I don't know about you guys, but I'm always keeping my eyes down the road. We've got 2 more exits to get to. Like I said, just the exit. That's kind of where the trip starts. Like I said, I think it's like 12 miles or something like that from the time I get off my desired exit. It's number 17. We're coming past 15 now. But I'm really hoping to hear something that I want to hear too. As far as my audio goes, I've seen nothing but good reviews on this DJI mic system. I've seen and heard nothing but good reviews, and so I'm hoping to be able to add to their good review count. But let me tell you, this system has also turned my helmet into a full-blown recording studio. Before I went to bed last night, I had to set up a whole charging station. A charger for my receiver, one for the transmitter, one for the GoPro, and one for the Senna. Oh, and the battery pack. I'm not powering the wireless receiver with my battery pack though. I'm only powering the GoPro with it as of right now. Although you actually can record and charge at the same time. But these systems, they boast a pretty good battery life. Something like between 10 and 12 hours, which is plenty of time for me. I'm obviously not recording a 10-hour motovlog. So I think I'll be okay without running it there, and I'll be able to save my juice for the GoPro. And if not, we'll go to another plan. I also tried the Anchor 650. That's the other thing. I tried the Anchor 650. It actually it's a comparable product to the one I'm using right now. And actually, if I was just doing like a standstill interview, it's perfect for that. It'd be perfect for that. But it didn't really meet my need as far as it being attached to my helmet. It just didn't give me the audio sound, the audio quality that I was looking for. So I sent that back and invested in the DJI. And I essentially trashed the video that I was going to put out about the Anchor. Kind of went away from that idea. I didn't delete the footage. Maybe one day I'll do something with it. I don't know what, but kind of got rid of that. But I'm really hoping this is the solution, because I got a couple trips this month. Both of them about maybe 3-4 hours away. One of them being a trip to Columbus, Ohio with the MC, with the Free Spirit Club, and the other one being more of just kind of like a family and friends kind of ride, but we're headed to West Virginia, and that ought to be a pretty sweet ride right there. A lot of nice scenery going down through Summersville, West Virginia. and the New River Outlook. I'm actually looking forward to going down there and flying my drone over the waterfall down there. All right, you all, I figured this was a good place to jump in and explain a little bit about the DJI wireless mic. First things first, here is the box that this particular mic came in. Now, if you order the DJI mic that has two, the package is going to be a lot bigger because it's going to come with the charging case and everything else. Like I said, I only bought the one receiver and the one microphone here, and actually I'm recording with it right now. It's right here, the microphone. So you see, you can get an idea of like how big that microphone is or how small it is. For that matter, it fits very snugly inside of my helmet and doesn't move around at all, and it doesn't interfere with anything that I have going on in the helmet. And so it really works well from a size standpoint. The receiver itself is actually connected to the computer. I can't really, the wire is not long enough for me to pick it up and show it to you that way. But I got to tell you, this wireless system is a 100% game changer because I have none of those wires and connectors and just the high sensitivity and everything else that causes those microphones to, you know, peak and spike and get all the static and distortion and everything else. I hate all of that in my videos. And so this is 100% the game changer. We have a winner, folks. Derek T does his audio wirelessly now in his motovlogs. And hey, you should probably look at doing the same thing if you're having trouble with your audio. All right. Let me show you in another clip what I did to mount everything, both to the media mod in the GoPro and also putting the microphone in the helmet. I'm going to have to disconnect the audio from the computer so I can show you those things. All right, so you can probably tell, well, first of all, yeah, here's the microphone here. I took it off my shirt. And then here is the actual receiver. I don't know if you all can see that clearly or not. The LED screen on the receiver is kind of messing with the camera. I don't think the camera really likes that too much. But nevertheless, this is the receiver itself. It plugs into the GoPro media mod. Here is my media mod right here. And so it just simply slides into that slot on the side of the media mod, and that's what it looks like there. The only thing that I don't like about this setup is the fact that it can only go in this way. And so this screen here is facing out and away from me. And I actually, you know, I can't see it when I'm wearing the helmet. The only thing that I don't like it, but other than that, you know, I'm not really messing around with the screen while I'm riding down the street anyway. But, you know, I just take my 3x5 and plug that right into the media mod. And I've got the wireless situation. All right. Finally, as the last part of the setup, here is my helmet. Inside of my helmet is, let's see, there it is right there, the cheek pad, where my finger is at, below right there. And what I did was I made a nice little incision right here in the cheek pad, and I slid my finger in there. I kind of maneuvered the padding in the cheek pad back just a little bit by about maybe an inch. I don't even think it's a full inch. And then I just simply take my microphone and I slide him right inside of that incision in the cheek pad. So the microphone is actually housed inside of the cheek pad. There it goes. And as you can see, the dead cat is on there as well, but it stays snug and it's nice and out of the way. And I can actually tuck that in even more. And that way the dead cat is not tickling my face. But either way, that's put away nice and neat. No wind resistance at all, no spiking and everything else. I turned the volume settings all the way down, so I'm not getting a lot of interference. And today's video is the result of that. So what you heard while I was out on the bike on the road is that microphone in action. The noise cancellation is wonderful and the audio is wonderful. I didn't have to use the backup safety track at all. I couldn't be happier with the DJI mic. And so I'm no longer running lavalier mics at all into my helmet. The only thing that I'm running is the GoPro with the wireless setup connected to the media mod and the battery pack. So that's it for now. I really hope that you all enjoyed this video. I hope that you really got something out of it. Like I said, if you're a motovlogger and you're struggling with your audio, this might be something that you want to check out. If you need more than one, if you feel like you need more than one, there is a set of 2 that you can get. Cost a little bit more money. Like I said, I don't really feel like I needed more than one, so I went with the smaller setup. All right. Anyway, I'm Derek T. You're watching Steel City MotoVlogs. If you have any questions, please drop a comment and I will get back to you when I can. Until then, next adventure, you all take care. This is Steel City MotoVlogs.